But I always hear old people say, I wish I would have started investing earlier. So if you're in your 20s or 30s, or even if you're 18, whatever, if you're able to start investing now, go ahead and do it. So you can say, you know what? I'm glad I started investing at the time I did. So you won't be one of the old people that say, man, I wish I would have started earlier. If you're able to do it now, go ahead and start doing it now. What's stopping you for real? Besides yourself. Oh, what's happening, man? We back with another one. You know what I'm saying? We back with episode 10. Alright. I know it's late, but there's a lot of stuff going on, man. No excuse though, no excuse. No excuse. Alright? But this is 83 Finance. 83 Finance, I am D or Dedrick Evans, whichever one you want to call me. I know why I just said my whole government. But yeah, we're on the road to financial freedom, man. This is episode 10. And today we are going to talk about retiring/investing. All right? Retirement investing. I like that better. All right? So, first of all, I want to say happy holidays, man. You know, I hope you enjoyed your time, and I hope you step into the new year with goals. I hope you had goals last year. I'm not the new year, new me type of person. I'm like, man, I'm always trying to set goals and stuff. But you know, to each his own, all right? I hope you cherish time with the fam, and I hope you enjoyed it. Me personally, I feel like you should always cherish your time, man. Each day you wake up, you should be grateful. Some people didn't wake up, so look at every day as a new opportunity to make your situation better. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. But yeah, man, so I hope you enjoy the time. Let's get to it, man. Today, we're going to specifically talk about 401ks and IRAs, which are individual retirement accounts. All right? So after this video, you're going to know what those are. You're going to know the difference between the two, and you're going to know a little more about investing. All right? So 401ks. First of all, these 401ks and IRAs are the same thing. Oh man, I was on a roll too. But yes, 401ks and IRAs are the same thing. They are retirement savings plans. All right, they're these accounts that have investments inside of them, and you can allow them to grow. You contribute a specific number each year. All right. Whatever you put inside there, it grows. You know what I'm saying? It can be stocks inside of them. It can be ETLs, bonds, savings, index funds, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You're investing money into these accounts, but they have tax benefits and stuff like that. They're not like a regular stock portfolio. You know what I'm saying? They're not a regular stock portfolio. When you put money into stocks, a regular stock portfolio, you put money into it, your money grow, but eventually you're going to have to pay taxes on it. Now, with the retirement savings, with the retirement accounts, you have tax advantages, all right? And we're going to get into it, all right? So 401ks and IRAs are the same, but they do have some distinctions, all right? So first and foremost, 401ks, they are offered by companies or employers. So companies like Walmart, FedEx, UPS, Amazon, all these different companies, most of them offer 401ks. All right. So what they do is I don't know the complete science behind it, but they do benefit from this. The companies do. That's why it's a little different from the IRAs. So when they offer the 401ks, they match. I'm pretty sure they can write it off. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure they write some of this stuff off. The companies do. Let's use me for instance. Let's say I work at Walmart. No, let's say I work at UPS. I like that one better. So let's say I work at UPS, and they say, hey, you know, we offer a retirement savings plan. We have a traditional 401k or we have a Roth 401k. And each check, whether I get paid bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, whatever, each check, money comes out of that account, right? Or money comes out of that check, and it goes straight into the 401k. I determine how much comes out. I choose a percentage of my account. And the company says, you know, for every dollar you put in, we'll put in $1. Or for every dollar you put in, we'll put in 50 cents or 50%. They give you percentages, but it's the same because 50% of a dollar is 50 cents. You know, but every company is different. They have different limits. Some companies they'll say 50 cents. Some companies say 30 cents. You know, I think either UPS or FedEx they do dollar for dollar. So for every dollar you put in, they'll put in a dollar. But it's like a cutoff limit. At a certain point, you can only put so much in there per check, and then they cut it off. They'll stop matching you, and then next month they'll match whatever. So they ain't gonna make it too sweet. They're not gonna make it too sweet. They're not gonna say, okay, man, you can put $500 or $600 in the thing, and we gonna put in $500 or $600. They cut it off at a certain limit. All right, now with a 401k, the contribution limit, which is the money you put in for the year, is $23,500. All right, $23,500. That's the max amount you can put inside of your 401k. Now, if you're over the age of 50, the max you can put in is $31,000. And the reason being is because you're close to retirement, which is age 59 and a half, I think. Yeah, 59 and a half. So once you reach that age, that's when you can withdraw your money, all right? If the account is open for at least 5 years. That's the catch. So if you open it late, you got to make sure it's open for at least 5 years before you can withdraw your money. Without the penalties, of course. You can withdraw at any time, but you got to pay penalties. So, yeah, you can put in $23,500 a year. That's the max you can put in there. And if you're over the age of 50, you can put in $31,000. So that's a 401k. Now we have two different types of 401ks. We have the Roth 401k and we have the traditional 401k. With the Roth 401k, you're putting in after-tax dollars, meaning you're going to pay taxes right then and there on that money that you put inside of the 401k. Now, here's the catch. When you get old, I'm stuck calling for so. When you reach retirement and it's time to withdraw that money, boom, it's tax-free. You don't pay no taxes on it. No taxes on it. Yep. Because you already paid taxes. You paid taxes when you was putting money in there. So now when it's time to withdraw that money, guess what? Tax-free. So if it's $1 million in that thing, or $2 million, or $2.5 million, however much money is inside of your 401k, if it's a Roth, it's tax-free. You don't pay any taxes on that because you've already paid taxes on it. And so the Roth 401k is for people that believe that they'll pay higher taxes in the future. You know what I'm saying? So if you make $50,000 a year in your 20s and 30s, but you believe when you get close to retirement, you're going to be making 70, 80, 90, 100K a year. If you believe you'll be taxed at a higher tax rate, that's when you get the Roth IRA. That's the main reason. Now, if you can find another reason, it's cool, but that's the main reason. If you feel like you'll be taxed, you'll be at a higher tax rate in the future. That's why you get a Roth IRA. So you won't have to pay taxes on it in the future. Now we have a traditional 401k. Now with the traditional 401k, it's very, very similar. All right? You put money in that thing the same, you invest in the same things, all that good stuff. But you don't pay any taxes on it when you put it inside of the 401k. Traditional. You don't pay any taxes on it when you put the money inside. Now, the catch is here. It's tax deductible. That means you can write it off. All right? So however much money you put inside there, inside your traditional 401k, you can write it off on your taxes. Now, I don't know the specific number. I don't know if you can write everything. Like everything you put inside the 401k, you can write it off. I don't know if it's everything, but I know for sure it's a certain percentage you can write off during your taxes. You know what I'm saying? But now, with the traditional 401k, when you withdraw that money, when it's retirement time and it's time to withdraw that money, you're paying taxes on it. So whatever your tax rate is, let's say it's 25%. I don't know. Let's say it's 25%. If you have $1 million inside of your traditional 401k, you're getting taxed 25%. Or you're getting taxed $250,000. That's if you had a 25% tax rate. Or whatever it is, you're getting taxed that amount. But let's say it's 25% and it's retirement and you pull out that $1 million, you're getting taxed 25%, which is $250,000. And if it's 30%, you're getting taxed $300,000. So that's the difference between those two. And also with the traditional 401k, you have a required minimum distribution, meaning after age 73, you can't just let that thing sit in there and keep accumulating all this money. All right, with the Roth 401k, once you reach age 73, there is no required minimum distribution. You can leave it in there and let it keep grow. You can keep letting it grow. But with the traditional 401k, you can keep letting it grow, but you got to take some out. You have to take some out after age 73. You got to start making, they say, hey, at some point you got to take some of the money out now. You know what I'm saying? And that's another difference between traditional and Roth. Traditional, at some point after age 73, you have to start making withdrawals. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's it. And then we got the IRAs. The IRAs, that stands for Individual Retirement Account. All right, so that's mainly for, I ain't gonna lie, for like self-employed people. So me personally, I have a Roth IRA. All right, and yeah, I got a Roth IRA, and these are the same as a 401k, but it's two main differences. The IRA, this is how it differs from the 401k. Now with the IRA, the contribution limit is $7,000. So for the year, you can't put no more than $7,000 inside of your IRA. And if you're over the age of 50, it's $8,000. Because this is your catch-up limit. You know, you're close to retirement already, so they give you a catch-up limit. Okay, you're over the age of 50, you can put in $8,000 instead of $7,000, you know. So that's the biggest difference, is the contribution limit. You know what I'm saying? Only $7,000 or $8,000 if you're over the age of 50. Now with the IRA, there is no matching contribution because it's an individual retirement account. It's not employer sponsored, so it's just you putting the money in. So it ain't nobody saying, oh, for every dollar you put in, we'll put in 30 cents, or we'll put in 50 cents, or we'll do dollar for dollar. There's nobody doing that because it's individual. So those are the two main differences. Like the IRA, the contribution limit is extremely lower than the 401k, and there is no matching contribution. That's the main difference between the IRA and the 401k. Now remember, 401ks, they're offered by employers. IRAs, anybody that makes money can get an IRA, especially self-employed people. You know, I don't work for a company, so I have an IRA. Now, you also have Roth and traditional with the IRA as well, and it works the same way. Like Roth, you pay taxes on that money right then and there, but when you withdraw, it's tax-free. And then with traditional, you don't have to pay taxes on the money you put in there. It's tax deductible. You can write it off, but you pay taxes on it later on. And there's still a required minimum distribution after age 73. So that's the difference between a 401k and an IRA. You know what I'm saying? I hope you brought your pen and paper. I was supposed to say something, but I hope you brought your pen and paper. But yeah, I hope you brought your pen and paper, man. So yeah, that's what a 401k is. That's what an IRA is, and that's the difference between traditional and Roth. You know what I'm saying? That's the main difference. Now, a lot of people, I don't know if you watched the life insurance episode, but I was saying a lot of people just don't think about stuff like that when they're young, especially when they're young. You're not thinking about that. You're like, man, I got plenty of time for that. I ain't worried about that right now. It's the same thing with retirement. When it comes to investing in your retirement accounts, you're not thinking about that. Like, man, I got plenty of time for that. I'll make some money and put something in there later on. It ain't no time like the present, dog. I'm going to be honest with you. There's no time like the present. You got to get this stuff done, man. So that way, Because it's a lot of old people I talk to. I kid you not. It's a lot of old people I talk to, and whether they're wealthy, whether they're poor, or they're doing good or bad, all of them say the same thing. I wish I would have started investing earlier. And it sounds crazy from the wealthy people, but I guess they know if they would have started earlier, they'll have more. But I always hear old people say, I wish I would have started investing earlier. So if you're in your 20s or 30s, or even if you're 18, whatever, if you're able to start investing now, go ahead and do it. So you can say, you know what? I'm glad I started investing at the time I did. So you won't be one of the old people that say, man, I wish I would have started earlier. If you're able to do it now, go ahead and start doing it now. What's stopping you for real? Besides yourself. So if you work for a company, look into it and see if they offer 401ks. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta see what your situation is. Like, do you believe you'll be paying higher taxes in the future? You know what I'm saying? Do you need tax write-offs and stuff? You got to look at all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, see what your situation is and see which one is best for you. Now, it's also possible to have a 401k and an IRA at the same time. Like, if you work for a company and you already have a 401k, you can still get an IRA. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, I want to invest more than 23,000. Okay, let me invest another 7,000 inside this Roth IRA. And you can have multiple IRAs. For all my self-employed people that already have an IRA, you can have multiple IRAs. You can get a Roth and a traditional at the same time. You just have to assess your situation and see what's good. See what works for you. Not just now, but in the future as well. So, yeah, man, that's it. That's the basics. You know what I'm saying? Of retirement. You got your 401k, you got your IRA, then you got the Roth and the traditional. You know what I'm saying? And those are the basic numbers. You know, the contribution limit. You know, you got the catch-up limit, stuff like that. So, yeah, man, those are the main differences. So, hopefully, I broke that down in a simple way. You know, I'm all about simplicity. But, yeah, so, yeah. See if I'm missing anything. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. But I hope you learned something, man. Just remember, ain't no time like the present, man. If you're able to start investing now, go ahead and do it now. You'll thank yourself later. You'll thank me too. Some of y'all will thank me too, but you know it's all good. But yeah, man, just stick around, man, because the video's gonna get better and better. You know, I appreciate you for watching. Take care of yourself. Try to eat healthy, man. Do a little exercising. Keep your mental right. Man, remain in good faith. Keep working towards your goals and keep working forward. Keep going forward, man, in life. But I appreciate you for watching, man. Thanks for sticking around. And until we get to episode 11, it's going to be a good one, too. I hope all of them good, of course. But yeah, stick around, man. I appreciate you for watching. Be safe. Be blessed, man.